it's Monday and you're one of my sellers, we're going to go through who's entering the marketplace and going live on the market, who might have done a major price reduction, who's doing open houses, and what we can do to stand out this week to try to find our buyer. The first thing is I will make a detailed search of what's going on in the neighborhood that I keep handy every week. This saves me time as an agent doing my client check-ins to be as efficient as possible. After pulling up my search and looking at the properties for anyone who did anything drastic over the weekend, like a drastic change in price, or maybe went temporarily off the market, I'll call the agents and talk through it with them. Find out what happened because it might impact my client's interest in their property. Then we go over the time of season that we're in. Right now, entering holiday season, a lot of the buyers that are entering the marketplace, it's because they have to. Either a job change, maybe they're having a baby, and they don't really have that, oh, I have the luxury of waiting to see until the new year. So we're battling a couple of things right now. We have a little bit higher interest rates. We're entering significant holidays. Things are going to slow down a little bit. That doesn't mean to think we aren't priced appropriately. It's actually the time to hold a couple more open houses. And the reason we might want to be a little bit more open house aggressive is because a lot more people and neighbors have family in town right now that might be curious on what it's like living in your neighborhood. The good news is that rates have been decreasing continuously the last few weeks, which leaves us all very optimistic that quarter one is going to be a great time to enter the marketplace, or it could be the opposite in the sense of competition. But the good news is things are moving in a positive direction, and it is a good time to be a seller, whether that's for people that need to move before the new year or getting geared up to sell in 2024. Hope everyone's having a great holiday season. One last thing. The reason I say might be a little bit more competitive coming up is statistically, for every 1% decreased in the rates, like let's say right now, it's about 7% on average. If it goes to 6%, 5 million buyers then become eligible to purchase. So if you think in perspective, if we go down to 6%, 5 million more buyers enter the marketplace. That means you'll be competing for price, taking properties as is, whereas now you have the pick of the litter.